Well, here's the thing. When Justin gets hurt, he's like Marv and Harry from Home Alone. It's just like so dramatic and so loud. You like grab your foot and you're like,
Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another week podcast. It feels like it's been a long time. It's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks and it feels like it's been too long.
Because we've been in like the rhythm of this, doing it every week, every Monday's podcast day.
Yeah.
It was interesting not having a podcast come out last week.
Because a week ago, today, usually when we're filming, we were in the Seattle airport.
Hello, Seattle.
Flying home to good old Boise.
Boise, Idaho.
So we ended up just not doing a podcast last week, and we had our Seattle series, which was really fun. If you love watching travel vlogs, we will link our playlist.
Yeah, check it out. So if you watch the vlogs, we're not going to bore you with details, but it was a lot of fun, super restful. It was nice, like traveling. Like I love traveling with kids. Like it's just a lot of fun. I love seeing the excitement in their faces and the joy and all that kind of stuff. But it was really nice not traveling with kids because you can just get to point A to point B a whole lot faster. Just the whole trip was very restful because of not having kids.
Yeah.
A different kind of rest. I don't want anyone to get all offended about this, but it was just a different kind of rest. It was just more of adult time and to be able to rest in ways that we couldn't have rested without kids. Does that make sense?
Absolutely it does. Yeah.
So,
because usually it's like, yeah, you guys know how it is with kids. It's bathroom breaks and, you know, snacks and making sure they're all good all the time. And so just taking care of
bedtime,
ourselves. Yeah, bedtime.
out of routines.
It's nice.
It's nice.
That's
so
good.
Anyway, what was your favorite part of the trip?
For sure, I love being on the water. That is my happy place. And it was Sherry's birthday, our friend that was there, and Adam surprised her and all of us with renting a boat, electric boat. So I loved that. That day was just so much fun. And I don't know, also just all the stuff we did in the evening, like just the car rides and the times of us just laughing over just the dumbest stuff. That was honestly my favorite parts of the day for sure.
The things that you guys didn't really see was like the car rides. And when we're like in traffic or we're driving to point A to point B, and those conversations in the car were just like top tier.
Yeah.
Like hilarious. Like I wish we just had a camera recording in there so we can listen back. But it was just fun. Like we were laughing, our jaws were hurting. Yeah. They were sore. Like we were getting like you know, when you laugh so hard that you can't breathe. Like those moments, just going to eat. Yeah. Or, you know, going downtown or whatever. Right. And I think if I look back on the trip, that was one of my favorite parts, was just the car. Like getting in the car with all of us and just talking about the experience of the restaurant, or I don't know. It's just one of those things where this group of friends, like we could literally be sitting in a parking lot, like, and we would have a time of our lives. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter the location. It's just we can have fun. What we're doing. We can have fun no matter what. Right. And so that was awesome. Obviously, going to the game was great with Adam. That's been something we've been trying to do for a long time. I don't know. There's a lot to unpack on this trip. Like our favorite moments and stuff, but I think there were just the simple moments, like just the sitting around the living room and talking, or the car rides, or all the inside jokes that we have. And it was funny because at the end of the trip, we all went our separate ways. And Adam, he like sent like 5 images that like reflect our trip. Like one of them was like Tabasco sauce. And so it was just funny because, you know, it was just like, because of those pictures, they meant so much that happened, you know, like so many inside jokes. And so we're all just like messaging back like different images that, you know, represented the trip.
Things that happened in the Airbnb. Yeah. Stuff like that.
It was so funny.
But anyways, we just came home to seeing the kids, which I was ready. I was like, I'm ready to see the kids. Like it was a good amount of time away. And then it was just like, let's go. So we were like already working in the airport, and we were actually talking to one of our clients in there, and they're like, you know, you've had a good vacation when you're like, okay, I'm ready to get going. And we were both like that. So it was good. But we also came home to some things that we had to get ready for in our household.
I was really telling
that
Lacey,
caused way too much.
Why is our life set up this way where it's like, it's just like on to the next. Like we come back and we're coming back running, you know? Yeah. But then we're like, well, when would be a good time? Like there's no other good time. Like it's just, we have to do it. Yeah. So we get back And then we get back Monday. And Tuesday, Wednesday, we're just, I don't know, it just seemed like it was just like
work,
catching up on everything.
Stuff like that, yeah.
And then Thursday, we had to completely just like tear down our entire house.
Yes. So we had to get, we got new carpet in our house a couple years ago. I forget how long it's been, but we are still under a warranty with it. And we did like the stain master, like no stains will stay in your carpet. We're like, this is the one because.
No. Well, when we bought it, like we specifically asked the guy and we said, or Lacey did, she's like, hey, will coffee stains come out of this?
And he laughed at me. He's like, yeah, coffee?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, guess what doesn't come out of that?
Coffee.
And we've spilt like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, we have 3 kids. We have a dog. We spill things. Like, I just want to get good carpet because.
I'm surprised you didn't say that. Justin
spills things a lot. Yes. I was trying to be nice too.
Well, when you guys watch our vlog, which
came out,
you weren't nice to me on the vlog.
Just thought I'd ease it up a little bit. So anyways, we wanted something that would be durable because eventually we're going to sell this house and I want it, we're getting new carpet now, want it to look good. So we're like, hey, these stains are not coming out. They sent 2 different times. We had carpet cleaners come out. They're like, these stains are not coming out. So guess what? We get re-carpet the whole house for free, which is cool, at least for the main spots that are damaged.
I mean, it was cool. Like, I mean, it's cool that the warranty worked.
Yeah.
But I was even like asking the guy, I'm like, is there any way that we can just like get reimbursed? Because I did not want to take everything apart.
Yeah.
Like, to me, the stains, they sucked, but I'm also like, I don't want to take everything apart.
Well, we had a bunk bed to take apart, our bed to take apart, just dressers to get out of there. It was
And I think what happened is we got back from Seattle and Tuesday and Wednesday was catch-up days. We weren't even thinking about it. And then I think it was Thursday morning, we were texting and we're like, oh my gosh.
Well, you saw me in the boys' room taking like their toys out and started putting things because Junie's room was good, so we were putting in there. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm already getting started on this." He's like, "Oh, they're coming in the morning." I'm like, "Yeah, we gotta get it going."
I had to remember the time they were coming. Luckily, they were supposed to come first thing in the morning, but they ended up getting booked or something like that, so they didn't come till like 11. So we had saved all morning on Friday to
get
do
our
stuff.
bed. Yeah.
So it was insane. So Thursday, Lacey, I was gone most of the day, so Lacey actually did most of like the boys' rooms, got everything situated. And I came home Thursday night, took down their bunk bed. They were passed out in the living room. It was hilarious. I'm like, how are they sleeping through this?
Yeah, it was so funny.
And then the next morning we took our bed down and we took all of our furniture from the living room out of there as well, because they did the living room, the hallway, our bedroom, and the boys' bedroom.
Yeah.
And it was insane. And then they did it and it looked really good. It was really nice. I mean, it took all day. Like all day.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have this studio.
I was going to say, we're like so thankful. Like we have this spot because we're able to bring Junie in here, work in here.
Right.
And then they got done right before I came home from getting the kids from school, which was nice.
Oh, that was perfect timing. And then we had to put everything back. So then we spent the all of Friday night and Saturday morning
putting the living room back together, bedroom.
And then, I think, was it Friday night late Friday night late. We're putting together our bed, and our bed is a beast. We got the purple mattress. I think one of you guys asked, like, how do we like our purple mattress? We absolutely love it.
Love it.
It's amazing. We also got like the part, like the base of the mattress where it lifts up and everything, and it also has like a massager kind of thing. It's really nice, but it's horrible to move.
It's so heavy. Like
it is like I think I stubbed my toe on that like 24 times. Trying to get it was and then Lacey and Cassie were just laughing at me the whole time. Yeah, it was nuts.
Well, here's the thing: when Justin gets hurt, it's not like, oh, ow, like, oh, are you okay? He's like Marv and Harry from Home Alone. It's just like so dramatic and so loud, and like it's like almost comical because you're just like your face, you like grab your foot and you're like, ow, and we're just like, so we just bust up laughing every time because it's like so extra.
We did it, but it was a pain. So yes, we love the purple mattress, but it's not fun to move.
Yeah, pretty heavy. So,
and then I think, was it harder taking it out or was it harder putting it back in? I don't know. They're both ridiculous.
They were. But anyways, everything is back together, but as we do, not everything went back in the same spots. So we rearranged the living room.
Well, it's perfect timing for that, you know? Yeah. Like, I look at the space and I'm like sitting there eating some Sun Chips and a Diet Coke. It was a moment because you guys, all the kids are gone. You were gone to pick up the kids.
Right.
And I was sitting there. I'm like,
there's you just have it's like a clear canvas.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Blank slate.
So I'm sitting there in the dining room because our couch is on the hardwood floor. And I'm just looking out to this blank canvas. I'm like, there's no way we're going to put this back how we usually put it back. There's no way.
Yeah.
Christmas is approaching. You know, I like moving things around when it's Christmas because of the decorations and stuff.
Where the tree's going to go.
So we completely just, it wasn't much. It wasn't like a lot, but we moved. We
flipped some things around.
Flipped some couches around and stuff. And we love it.
We love it so much.
It's so cozy. It's so fall vibes. It's so Christmas vibes.
The boys are like loving it because we have this brown couch, which we like, but it just didn't, I don't know. Everybody seemed to always go on the other side against our opposite side of our living room. And now, like, everybody wants to be on the brown couch over there because it just seems so much cozier.
It's so much cozier, yeah. It's just funny because, like, I think all of us were on the couch the other night and we're like, this is ridiculous. We have 2 other couches in here. But anyway, it was nice. We had my mom over last night because my dad's out of town. He's in California. And she came over to watch the game, which I'm not talking about the game that happened this last week. I hate Kansas City. Okay. If you're a Kansas City fan, I don't know why you're a fan of them. They're terrible people. Just kidding, guys. It's football, but I hate it sometimes. But we had my mom over. Lacey made some amazing meatball sandwiches, like homemade.
Meatball subs. Homemade meatballs.
So good.
Yeah.
Perfect game day meal. But it was just cool because I was like looking around the living room. I'm like, man, I feel like there's just like the way it's laid out. There was so much space. Everyone was cozy. It was a cool family vibe. We brewed some coffee, and we are really careful about our coffee now in the living room. Like hyper aware of it now. So my mom, I saw my mom getting some coffee, and I was like watching her sit on the couch. I'm like, please don't spill it.
Well, even like the boys, I'm like, don't walk in the living room with your shoes on. And Tucker just this morning, he was like, oh, Mom, I almost stepped on the carpet with my shoe and I caught myself. I was like, good job, Tucker. Well, that's usually like it was like a bomb was going to go off. I was just like, but we're like, well, please. Let's just try to keep it clean for a month.
I mean, and that's usually a rule with like the shoes and stuff. But and most stuff comes out on that carpet. It's a stain master. But for whatever reason, coffee does not.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was just that random batch because the warranty people were all shocked about it.
They were.
They're like, there's no way. Get a professional cleaning. Okay, we did 2 of them.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. And they brought their own people out to do professional cleaning, and it still didn't come out. And they're like, this is crazy. Like, do we just make our like coffee super like very strong? And the carpet's like, heck no. That's way too bold.
I can't get this out of me.
But maybe it was a bad batch of carpet. Like, I almost want to test it, but I don't.
That's what I'm wondering too. I was telling my friend about it. She's like, well, do you think it's the same kind? I'm like, I hope it's upgraded. I don't know. Anyways, this is what you guys get today.
Yeah,
carpet talk.
Carpet, coming back to reality. But it was kind of a good reset. Well, actually, no. Okay, I think this is the week that's going to be a good reset. I was thinking about it. Last week was not a reset because you know when you get back from vacation, it's like you have like you get reset. You do the laundry. You know, I don't know. For me, I feel like I always have to hydrate. I feel like I'm always dehydrated after getting back from trips. But I feel like this last week I wasn't really able to like get back to the gym and reset,
get back on your normal schedule.
So hopefully this week.
I felt like I was so tired. Like every morning I was like, what is going on with me? Because usually I've been getting up really pretty good, getting things done before the kids up for school. And then, last week I was like, okay, I've got to get the kids up, so I got to get up. It was just one of those times.
It was exhausting taking apart the whole house. Like, I don't think we realized how exhausting that was.
Well, and getting
back from vacation and traveling and then being behind on like work and then our whole weekend was that. And then I taught our church on Sunday. So I was preparing for that. So it was just this last weekend was insane. Yeah.
And I mean, if anybody that moves or has moved, moving is a lot of work, but it's almost like it was a mini move because we had to have, it was everything. It didn't go in the boxes, but it was like everything had to get off the carpet. You know what I mean? So besides like, things hung up in the closet, it was just like, it's a lot. And
of course we're going to go through it.
Exactly. I was about to say that. And under the kids' bed, I was like, oh my goodness. So we're like cleaning things out, throwing things away. So it's just all of that little stuff that goes with it. I feel like we did
cheat a little bit though, because when I took the boys' bunk bed down, I'm like, I am not putting this bunk bed back up. Yeah. There's no way. So we actually
all agreed on that
one. We actually put it on Facebook Marketplace. I
sold it in a day.
Someone picked it up in like an hour. I'm like, okay, cool. I guess we priced it way too low, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It's out of our house.
I thought it was priced like decent apparently. Yeah.
Anyway, so we're actually gonna just get new beds for the boys. We're gonna get like not bunk beds, but they're gonna have their own like
twin beds. Yeah, which they're very excited about. Because when we asked them, "Do you guys want bunk beds?" They're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, Tucker, do you want to be on the top or bottom?" He's like, "Oh, for sure the bottom." And Land's like, "Oh, me too. I'm on the bottom." I'm like, "Okay, we're not gonna be able to do bunk beds again.
We can't have you guys on the bottom."
Because they just swapped spots last week or 2 weeks ago, and
they both want to be on the bottom. Yeah, it's time.
The funniest thing about that is Tucker went on the top bunk, which was a big deal. He was always on the bottom, and so he like taped with like Justin's like, what's that called, masking tape, that black tape, gaff tape. Yeah. He takes a piece of gaff tape and tapes a construction piece of paper next to his wall, and he's making tally marks every night. Like he's in prison every night he sleeps on the top.
It's like, what are you doing? So he's like, I want to know how many sleeps I have on the top. I'm like,
it reminds me of like a Count of Monte Cristo, like counting down the days he's out of prison. But he's like, he goes up and we're like doing our prayers, and he's like going to bed. And he's like, oh my, I forgot to do my mark. And so he does another tally mark.
Nobody likes the top bunk anymore, is what I'm gathering.
Like, he wanted to go up there.
But
I don't know what that was about.
It's so funny, but it's cool because, you know, like the boys they love being together. Like they love like sharing a room, and so that's special. My sister and I shared a room for a period of time. And I always
shared,
and you shared a room too.
Yeah.
And there's something about it like that brought my sister and I closer together. I still remember those moments. And so I love that they love being together. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, there's gonna be a day when they're gonna want their separate rooms, but yeah, it's not today. And that was exciting. So anyway, wow, yeah. So this week I hope to reset. Hope to get back to the gym. I have some goals in like my health that I want to meet before our next vacation. I think I talked about this on a vlog before, but I use vacations or travel as like mile markers for myself, because it's literally the only thing that motivates me. Is I want to be like this weight, or I want to be able to bench this or do that by this next trip. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just it works for me. And
speaking of vacations,
yep,
I have the perfect mug for today.
I have my notes. 30 days till Disney.
Out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
And yesterday I ordered 3 shirts for the kids. I tried to get you one, but you were like, no, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. I like that one. Okay, he's so picky with clothes in general. So I'm like, okay, you get your own Disney shirt.
Let's talk about this for a moment. Last time I went to like Kohl's or Target or something like that to get a Disney shirt, 15 other people in the park had the same one.
You were right.
And I'm like, no way. Because I don't know what it is with guys' shirts or whatever. But like, if it was everywhere, and I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to Etsy. Maybe there's some cool things at H&M once in a while. Sometimes like some other collabs that they do. Mm-hmm. But like, if you just go to Target or Kohl's, unless it's a really cool one at Target or Kohl's, but most of the time it's like the just generic print, this graphic tee that everyone and their father has.
You are right. I've got this Minnie Mouse one from Target, and I remember counting the amount of people in the park that was wearing the same shirt as me. I was like,
oh, is that Justin? No, it's not. It's another guy. Oh, it's another guy. It's another guy. I'm like seeing them like, this is ridiculous.
Okay. We'll find you a cool shirt from Etsy.
I just want like two new ones. I feel like it's good. Yeah. For the trip.
Well, the kids needed a few items anyways, but I found the boys like these Christmas like Mickey shirts, because when we're in Disneyland, it'll be Christmas time. So I wanted to find something cool, and I found a Junie this one of like Minnie, but she had like almost like reindeer ears, but they're like candy canes, and it was like just her head. It was so cute. So I got some of those. So it made me really excited, and especially now knowing we're like at 30 days, I'm like, that is like so close. Yeah. Like just around the corner. Honestly, it'll go by so fast.
So I think you'll see in upcoming vlogs some packing and some preparing for that, especially because it's kind of grown since, you know, what we thought it was going to be. You know, we talked about this, but now my sister's going to be going with her family and my parents, and so there's just more to it now, which is awesome.
Yeah, and we're going to be driving, so that's a whole nother aspect to it, because we haven't done like a big family road trip like this since we've had Junie, so just getting things ready for that. Yeah.
And then I think we did share this, but we're going to take 2 days now to get there.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice. And
I feel a lot better about that too.
I do too.
Yeah.
Like we could do it. I know we can, but now that we have more time, it's like awesome. Because my sister can't get there until a couple days after we're there, so it gives us more time to get there. And we're gonna leave later.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be good, and I have to get like a cover for my truck to put all of our suitcases and stuff in there, because we are taking like my sister's stuff as well, because they're gonna fly and meet us. And they're just gonna have like a carry-on.
Right.
So we gotta, pack my truck well and get it covered for the elements. So just things like that we have to do still, and some other to-dos and all that jazz. But I feel like every morning we have on our TVs in our house, like, like the resort TV music that they have.
Yes.
It's like in one of our TVs, if it's in the studio or in the house, it's just bussing, and it's awesome.
It's so exciting. So. I can't wait. But yeah, we'll be filming a lot of like preparation stuff for this, so I might be doing a few of those things on my own, but we'll see. It'll be interesting how to do it, because we're not telling the kids, like not having everything out in the open, but still just, I don't know, it'll be interesting, but we'll still have like videos coming out with that. I love watching those are like my favorite to watch, but like all the preparation and packing and all of that stuff in secret pretty much.
So we ended our last vlog with a tease of saying that we may be doing Vlogmas. Now we've never really done Vlogmas before. We've tried Vlogmas, and it just never really worked out for us. I think we've gotten close. We've kind of modified it a little bit, but we never actually like completed it.
Yeah, last year we did. Was it your Socks and Jams last year?
No, that was like two years ago.
Was that 2 years ago? Okay.
Jeez.
I feel like last year was just a fog, because I was teaching literally like 1 or 2 days up until Christmas because of how our break landed.
Yeah, that was a weird break.
So it was crazy.
Yeah.
We were talking about that the other day. Like Cassidy was helping us with wrapping presents on Christmas Day. So this year I wanted to go a lot differently.
Yes, for sure.
But yeah, we've done it where we just, hit and miss, but we've never done it all the way through. However, we have talked about this year, with me working from home, that we could see it being possible to do this year.
A daily vlogger.
Yes.
Wow. So I don't know how we would do this quite yet. I think obviously we'll have like our Costco haul we'll do. Maybe still do a podcast, or maybe we'll put podcasts on hold, or maybe we do podcast. I don't know, but we're potentially like, there'll be a lot of
more Christmas
themed content.
Yeah.
But also we're just hoping to put out a video every day is really the goal. So even if it's not Christmas related, at least it's a piece of content.
Yeah. And just up until Christmas is what we're thinking too.
So December 1 to December 25.
Yeah. Not the whole month. So.
Or sorry, December 1st. I get people mad at me when I say
November 1. December 1.
December 1st to December 25th.
Yes.
Sorry. I have people on our staff at our church who are like military and everything, and so they say things crazy like that, and so it gets stuck in my head. Anyway, I think what's going to help us though is that our Disney content is actually going to be coming out like the 1st of December, and it's going to be all Christmas themed.
So that'll be really nice to help us out.
Probably the first several days we'll have Disney content coming out every day, which will be interesting to see how we're going to be able to edit all that, because usually those videos take a while for us to edit.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe what we'll do is we'll start out Vlogmas with us getting back and have a few days to edit those and then release those. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun though. I think we're excited for it. Let us know if you're excited for it. Maybe you'll be sick of us. Maybe that's too many days. Like you're just like, are you serious right now? Maybe people will unsubscribe to us. That could happen.
Yeah, I hope not.
They're just like, we're done. Lacey, are you excited about Vlogmas?
I actually really am. And when you have brought it up in the past, because every year you're like, let's do Vlogmas. I'm usually like, no, and no.
This is the year
and this is the first year where I was like, I think we could do Vlogmas this year. And you were like, come again? Yeah. And you're like, okay.
I wasn't even going to mention it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited because I love the idea of being a daily vlogger. I really do like that idea. And I feel like we kind of have tested the waters with like our weekend of life, because we pick up the camera almost every day. Like obviously we don't have enough content for an entire day.
Right. So it'll be interesting.
It really will be interesting. But because it's Christmas, it's like Christmas cookies and going to Christmas lights and Christmas decorations, setting up the tree. I feel like there's just more events that take place.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, you think about our week last week. We could have had 7 days worth of content because of how busy and crazy it was.
It's true.
So, I mean, who knows?
Right. And if we don't have enough content, we'll be like, hey boys, can we have some of your B-roll of your lightsaber fights?
Oh yeah, maybe we'll just put out like 30, 40 minutes of them.
Hours upon hours upon hours of that.
We have to watch the videos because we invented Film Festival Friday, and we watched their films that they make.
That's on us.
So it's fun though. But anyway, I'm excited about Vlogmas, but I'm also really excited about our Disney content for sure.
Yeah, me too.
I cannot wait.
I know, it's gonna be good.
I can't believe we're going to Disneyland. I can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
So excited. Well, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end it here, except that I wanted to read this review on Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much for this review. It was awesome. We really appreciate hearing from you guys and the feedback. But it was from Alex A17A, and it said, a genuine podcast. Awesome podcast, in all caps. Great listen and positive, but what I truly love most is not having to listen to some political-driven jargon podcast. Just an American family that is kind and relatable. YouTube videos are great also. Wish there were more than 5 stars.
That's so
nice. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That means so much to us, seriously. And I love when I love, there's like keywords in here that we always want to be.
Yeah.
And that's relatable and genuine.
Mm-hmm.
And other things, but I don't know. It just means a lot that's what you see and hear from these podcasts.
Yeah.
Because that's our goal. That we're not perfect and we don't have it all together. And so we hope that we can be genuine and relatable to that.
I love going to different spaces, whether that's podcasts I listen to or YouTube channels I watch. And I know it's just going to be like not, intense or like she said, like political driven, but just like a safe place where I can just laugh and be happy. Yeah. And so hearing that was really encouraging too, because I love that. Yeah.
And I think especially because we kind of shifted how our podcast is. And so knowing that you guys are truly enjoying this kind of like space now, how this podcast is awesome.
Yes.
I don't know after this one, maybe not, because we just talked about carpet the whole time.
I mean,
but I just feel
that's where our life was at last week.
Exactly where we're at right now. So anyway, hopefully this next week we can reset a little bit more. Looking forward to chatting with you next time.
And thank you for leaving those reviews because it does help our channel, our podcast. So how do you do that, Justin? I'm literally asking you for myself. How do you do that?
Yeah, you can listen to us like on Spotify and other places, but we get most of our listens on Apple Podcasts, and that's actually where you can leave a written review. And you can do Apple Podcasts with your iPhone or computer, but also a web browser as well. And you just go to like our Z Roll podcast, like our main home page area where you see all of our podcasts, and scroll all the way down, and you'll see a section that says ratings and review, and you can tap the 5 stars, and then also actually comment, because commenting actually helps quite a bit too, than not just leave the 5 stars. But we just appreciate you guys taking the time to do that.
Yes.
We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.